here, now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the invisible world of Jeremy Jonz, where all things are possible when you believe. So hang on, here we go. Let's do this. Hello, Luscious Lips, and hello, episode 39. I must say you're looking quite good today, and today's episode is about bending your mindset to focus on what you really want in life, your deeper core. That sounds familiar because that's what we do every episode, huh? But anyways, here we are. We're going to do it again. Run it again. Back to simple. Two men look through the same bars. One sees the mud and the other the stars. When you look out of these bars or these eyes, what do you see? Better question is, what do you say about what you see? Life isn't about what's happening to us, around us, not about what's in front of us, not about what's in the garage, not about the street that you live on, not what we see when we look out from the bars. It's about what we say, what we see when we look hard. We can make this a more conscious exercise. What do we focus on? The stars in our life or the mud? Both are always available. Speaking literal now, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Okay. You want me to go first? Very well, I'll go first. Well, I see that I'm going bald. Here's a daily experience of mine. I flip the light on in the bathroom and I see the flesh and bone body that is housing my consciousness. Immediately, my eyes go to my hairline and I pivot my head down, then back up and then other side, calculating how the light hits my scalp. How much worse is the hairline now versus a few months ago? Would it look better if I shaved it all over, do the bald buzz? I suppose up to this point, that's all okay. It's pretty standard. But about that time, it starts getting ugly. The slippery scale of negativity starts racing on downhill. And I formulate a negative sentence, something like, man, I wish I looked better. Sure wish I wasn't going bald. Wow, my hairline over here has gone back another ½ inch. That sounds sort of harmless, but it's loaded, isn't it? Because when I say, sure wish I looked better, it's really saying what? I don't look good. I'm not attractive. And I'm not good enough. Hi, I'm Jonz, and sometimes I shame myself. Welcome, Jonz. All right. Listen, that sounds like lack. It is lack. And what's lack going to gain? More lack. The lack gains. We start seeing other physical deficiencies. Like, while we're on it, since we're on the subject, my teeth, they're kind of yellow, too. Plus my ears, a little too small for my head. Lack gains lack. And the lack appetite gets hungry. You hungry? Starts hunting down other areas of our life. And don't get me started on money. And then on relationships. The worst is when I haven't seen someone for a while. It's been a few years. We shake hands again. Their eyes leave mine. Oh no, they travel up my forehead, up and up and up some more. And sometimes they kind of try to catch my eyes again, but it's like they just can't help it. And I know what they are thinking. Man, Jonz, you are really going bald. And depending on the social tact, Some have even said, wow, you're really losing your hair, huh? Like, as if I had no idea. I never think about it yet. Gee, am I? Thank you, Captain Obvious. One time, true story, was going through the store at Target. The cashier says to me, hey, buddy, I think it's time to just start buzzing your hair. That's what I did. Just accept that you're going bald. I'm like, okay, thanks, pal. Yeah, can I just have my receipt? Anyways, the relationship with my hair. This happens many times a day. I go pee. I see the mirror. Yikes, bald. I see a reflection in someone's sunglasses. Yikes, bald. The rear view mirror, brushing my teeth. I go pee again, and so on. If you've ever seen a Bosley hair restoration commercial, they really nail the balding experience. I'm curious, by the way, what you think. Is it wrong or right? Is it good or bad to get a hair restoration procedure, a hair job? My answer, I don't know. I've accepted there are so many things that I don't know. I have a huge bucket for that. Goes in the I don't know bucket. It gives me some peace having that bucket. I'm still looking at both sides of that board, but I'm sure fascinated by the balding process and how different people handle it. Let's put some samples in the petri dish, shall we? Reminds me of John Travolta. John Travolta. Saturday Night Fever, Grease Lightning, the iconic greaser hair. John Travolta for decades hid his baldness, opting for toupees, custom hair pieces, until he finally revealed on social media his baldness. Decades. Then there's NBA legend LeBron James. King James, balding, gets a major hair job. Why are these very accomplished humans with so many accolades so uncomfortable with balding? I'm not judging, okay? I'm observing. I'm trying to be a master observer. Okay, well, in that case, let's take the opposite view of the board. Famous, attractive, sexy, bald guys like Pitbull or Jason Statham or The Rock, who was recently voted sexiest man of the year. Why do they go au natural? Why do they opt out of a hair job? What's happening in their invisible world? Next petri dish sample, please. Put that one in the tray, thanks. Okay. What about someone like Andre Agassi? He's out there on the tennis court trying to keep his mind on the game, but he can't stop thinking about what if this wig falls off in the middle of the match on live TV. Or Kelly Slater, all right, who embraces it like a master surfer and was dating Pamela Anderson. Data point. Okay, let's shift again. What about Elon Musk, who has achieved just a little bit here and there, yet he still decided for a hair restoration job? I mean, in this case, I wonder how unemotional the decision was, or if it was just like, it's probably just like an adroit, quick decision. Hey, this technology is available. Why wouldn't I? After all, one of his companies, Neuralink, focuses on implanting computer electronic devices internally to the side of your brain for optimized bionic functioning. So, like, replanting some hair follicles is probably like what's the big deal? Why not? All right, where do I show up in all this? Well, I do take Propecia medication, which has drastically slowed down the process and supposedly has other side benefits like a healthier prostate and stuff, but that's not why I take it. I opted out of the hair job route, right? I thought about it, and I did get a consult at Bosley. I know I spend too much time thinking about it, and now I'm even doing a whole podcast episode about it. But through my journey, I've tried different Jedi mind tricks to handle the emotional ups and downs, mostly downs, of this outer world balding circumstance. And none has proved more beneficial than the following, which I share for free. Another free episode by Jeremy Jonz. Okay, enter Grandma Linda. Now, I've known her for about 20 years. Every time, and I mean every time I visited her, she would say, "Oh my goodness, don't you just have the most luscious lips? So round and full. I bet those are so great for kissing. If I was younger." She'd tease me. I hope she was teasing. And sometimes she'd pinch my cheek. Every time she saw me, even when she aged and started to forget my name, she still always said, "Hi, luscious lips. If I was younger." I moved away. We both got older. She passed away. And just the other day, when I was mentally measuring my receding hairline and how shamefully easy the light bounced off my scalp through the little hairs I did have left. Thankful for you little hairs. Okay, I flicked off the light. I sighed. And perhaps in a stroke of divinity, providence, I felt a little provident pinch on my cheeks from someone up above. "Hi, luscious lips." That little moment, it helped me make one small tweak, a 1-degree shift, an atomic shift. And that's actually making all the difference. So now, when I'm washing my hands and I see the mirrored reflection, instead of looking at my hairline first, I look at my lips. You know what? I do have luscious lips. I crack a smolder against the mirror. Hey there, luscious lips. I have fun with this. I do. It's a little inside joke with myself. No one knows about it. I smile, right? I kick off the light and move on. Sometimes entirely forgetting about the battle of going bald. But I do realize that I'm going bald, right? That hasn't changed, but it's been playing on the movie screen a lot less. I used to think about it first. Then I'd get down. So for psychological rescue at that point, to pick myself up and to get some reinforcement stilts of positivity, some encouraging messages, eventually I'd get to, well, at least I do have nice lips. That's a lot of runaround work. It's exhausting. All the pick-me-ups. So, all I did in my mindset was change the sequence. I start the mirror look with the up. All I did was decide that gain gains gain. I prioritized my attention. So first, I see my gain. I'm searching first for my gain. Where's the gain? Help me find the gain, not the lack. Whatever I do, I start at gain. Sometimes keeping it 100. You know I do. I do start at gain, but my second thought is, I'm like, oh man, I'm really going bald. This is, oh man, such a... And I backslide into those negative patterns. So then I jump in. I short circuit the lack. I'd rather gain on my gain. So I literally pucker up my lips on the mirror. Like not on the mirror, but at the mirror, right? And I wink, right? I look harder. Hey there, luscious lips. All right, come on, geez. You talk a little bit, right? That's enough about me. Maybe you are not going bald, right? Maybe this is boring. Maybe it's not that for you. Maybe it's a weight thing. Too much weight. Too little. You wish you could redistribute the weight to different places on your body. Or it could be ptosis. Right? Maybe your eyes are not symmetrical. Or maybe, with some entertaining irony, your mere battle is that you have thin lips. Oh, if only I had luscious lips. That's funny. Maybe it's bad skin complexion. Or maybe it's seeing your friends' pictures from the Caribbean trip where they chartered a yacht and hopscotched to 24 little islands, swimming with the sea turtles and spearfishing between the mangroves, while you're scraping ice off your windshield to hustle into work. Or maybe you're pulling up your bank account and the money's receding faster than your hairline. Or, no, that's not it, okay? Yeah, maybe you're supposed to be hiring more employees. You're supposed to have double the employees by now. Remember that? Remember the goal? Not issuing layoffs, not freezing pay, cutting down expenses like an old tree shoved into a wood chipper, right? We were supposed to be expanding the business, not losing your funding and losing your capital for it. So, my invisible friends, what do you see? Where does your first mere glance go? Where attention goes, energy flows. Even with all your brilliant, creative, fun, luscious lips innuendos, Jonz, there will still be those moments when you feel the baldness in your life. And I just want you to know that's okay. In your relationships, in your health, in your money, right? You are noticing outer circumstances that artificially propped your inner security. And you don't want that, right? That's when you pull out your pencil and calculator and you audit and inventory what you do have already. Remember the quote? Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. It's comical when we expect, when we try. Ready? Listen. Start where you are not. Use what you don't have. And do what you can't. It's funny. Who would do that? That's silliness. Who's being silly out there? Me. That's who I am. Because I want to start with the big house. And I mean big. I'm talking indoor water slide big. And the big money. I want to crash the McLaren and I want to laugh about it because I didn't bother with layman's insurance. I don't want to start here with a few podcast listeners. I want to start with 50,000 downloads a month. And the advertisers, they keep banging on the door. Please, just give us 20 seconds of airtime on your show. Oh, please. Or I want to use what I don't have. All I want to use is the high-rate, top-quality employees to build my business, except that's not what you have right now. You don't have hair on your head right now. But what do you have? Start there. If the bookkeeping's getting real skinny, very skinny, that's okay. That's not a problem. Well, that's actually an opportunity. An opportunity to use what you do have. What do you have? Interesting exercise. What's the first thing you look at in the morning when you grab your phone? Don't pretend like you don't do it, right? I know you're reading a mindset article about sleeping with your phone outside in the hallway. I know you don't do that. You grab your phone when you wake up. It's okay. I do it too. Let's stop pretending, right, that we're sleeping with our phones out in the hall, right? But I have a new habit. So each day when I wake up, and yes, I'm still in bed, and yes, I open my phone first, and I look at first what I call my core beliefs. These are my intentional declarations I created about who I am. Remember, I pray that I can know who I am. That's the first look. That's the first glance. That's my gain sequence. Start with the gain. And then afterward, I can look and see if the stock market is going to be a good day or a bad day. If I'm going to get all those emails back I was hoping for the big contract, the big news, the big breakthrough on my charity, whatever it is, the big scholarship news. Remember in all of this that whether consciously or not, what you seek is seeking you. But don't take it from me, that's Rumi. Take it from him. What you seek is seeking you. Rumi's so good. Or, who else is so good is Dick Van Dyke on Mary Poppins, right? I won't sing this time. Sometimes that goes off the rails when I do, I know. But remember the scene in the bank? If you invest your tuppence wisely in the bank, safe and sound, soon that tuppence, safely invested in the bank, will compound. It compounds. However you spend your tuppence will compound. Ooh. See, you must be dialed in. Your tuppence, your first look, compounds. What did Jesus say? Let's wrap this up. What did Jesus say about this stuff? Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Keyword first. I know you got that. Which is within you. Seek ye first the gain. Seek ye first the gain. Okay, get it. Open the phone on your bed to your gain first. Look at the bathroom mirror at your first glance on your gain. Start dinner with your dessert, naturally. Maybe you were born on third base, right? Great. Start where you are. And maybe you were born at the bottom of the ninth inning and the bases are loaded and you're up to bat. You're in the batter's box and you're twisting your grip around on the bat, hoping to get on base for the first time. Today, the focus, the mission, Jonz, the takeaway, the opportunity, go out there and compound your gains. Do it. Seek ye first the kingdom of your first gain. It's a good kingdom. It's already inside of you. Because the way the math works is whatever you seek will be added unto you. And that's how the rich get richer. They gain on gains. And that's how the poor get poorer, The lack gains lack. It's the same all across the board. It's the same game, different pieces, right? Relationships, financial interest, financially, right? Interest, income, or interest expense. Your fitness. If you lack your workout today, it's so much easier to lack tomorrow's, Look in the mirror. Come on, do it. What are you seeking first? Notice the luscious lips first. Seek the best, your truth, your skills, your superpowers, and bet on yourself because the world needs who you were meant to be, luscious lips. So be it.